I love Team Fortress 2. Been playing for 12 years with like at least 2,000 hours. And I love the soldier, but one thing I could never do was rocket jump. Back then, I could never grasp any rocket jumping beyond the good old W-shift jump and one. Later on, I couldn't properly learn it due to hardware limitations on my laptop. But now that I have a proper gaming desktop, I have no more excuses. So I took to the Jump Academy servers. While it seemed daunting and overwhelming at first, as I breezed through the beginner levels, I began to pick up on the important concepts of air strafing and not holding down W when rocket jumping. Took a bit getting used to, but as I practiced and progressed through the levels, it became second nature. Then came the pogo levels. These easy pogo levels really put my knowledge to the test while making you learn even more things. This was where I hit a wall, kinda literally. Got stuck on this level for days, even used the Ask a Coach function. It doesn't work. However, on day 3, I was fortunate enough to have this random player named Icehana take interest in what I was doing and give me tips on how to get past the level. All of a sudden, I did it. Wow, a huge milestone. And there's another level, and 2 more after that. Shit. Not gonna lie, at this point I was wondering if there was a point to doing any of this stuff. Thankfully, icehana stuck around and walked me through the process and gave me tips on how I should go about these levels. Without their help, I think I would have taken much longer to complete these levels. That's when I realized doing these levels is kinda like studying algebra. There won't be a situation where you're necessarily gonna use it, but you will use the skills you gain from mastering it. Being able to clear these weird-ass levels taught me the importance of where to aim my rockets, when to hold A or D, when or when not to hold W, etc. And that's important because it allows you to be one step closer to doing those sick upward or high tower market gardener kills from across the map. Because yeah, that's what I'm learning this for. To kill. Fuck you, Wanshi Tong. Knowledge for knowledge's sake. Anyways, this level there were 2 ways to go about it. I figured the best thing to do would be to go the original intended curved path. Took me hours to go that path, and no matter how much progress I made, the narrow part of that level always got me. That's when Master Icehana told me something really interesting, that I got good speed, and should try the other path instead. It's always interesting to get that kind of feedback because not only did I know now where my strong point is, it also taught me a very valuable skill that I never would have otherwise learned, at least nowhere near as effectively. The concept of speed control. Look slightly upwards while shooting, go slower. Look slightly downwards while shooting, go faster. Knowing this, it was only a matter of time before I finally passed that level. Somehow that one, while still incredibly difficult and time-consuming, felt easier than the previous one. The next one was also quite difficult, but in theory much more straightforward. I knew I just needed to take this slow and steady and quite literally pogo stick myself across the terrain. Although I came close and fell short a few times, much to my frustration, all I needed to do was stay focused, and before I knew it, done. Now the final boss of this level. In theory, I should be able to do this. I got the strafing down, and as my master told me, I got good speed. This level took me 3 hours to complete. Funny enough, nowhere near as long as level 12, where I spent a total of 4 hours. Anyways, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the idea of this map is to really test your ability to control speed, or rather velocity, and use that to gain height, since if you look upwards at the right angle, you should be able to climb higher while maintaining most of your velocity. Knowing when to look slightly up or down with each shot was crucial here, and took a bit of memorization. But once I had that down, I had finally made it, and let me tell you, it feels good to finally learn how to really fly after so long. The very thing that eluded me for more than a decade, finally within my reach. Unfortunately, during the last level, the server refreshed and my master dipped, so I never had the chance to thank him. So, Icehana, if you're ever watching this, thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to teach this old dog new tricks. You didn't have to, and honestly, I wasn't expecting anyone to. But it's nice to know that there are still good people within the TF2 community. Now, sadly, I don't know if I ever will actually be able to really test what I learned. It's been hard to find a decent game that doesn't end so quickly. Like, I keep joining servers that are like mid-game. Like, what the hell is up with that? Also, I noticed lately the casual matchmaking system kinda sucks. A lot more than usual. The community servers have been quite empty or nowhere near as active as they used to be. Screen Fortress recently dropped, and it's been a huge disappointment. That and I've gotten tired of the maps after playing so much of them. There are a lot of problems with the community too, from pedophilia to bigotry to the TF2 workshop being so monopolized that most of the cosmetics, the very thing that TF2 is known for, that do get released nowadays, often under a single group, are absolute dog shit. And the actual good hats that do get proposed fade into obscurity because of the bullshit that happens in the background. I hate to say it, but TF2 sucks now. It's amazing that it's been around for 18 years, and there's still a lot of good fan and meme content going around, like Team Neighborhood. But all that intrigue turns into disappointment the moment you open the game. A game with so much to offer character-wise and a high skill ceiling. Unless Valve does something about it, which seems highly unlikely at this point, it's gonna continue sucking. As of this video, I've sold my most expensive items. I don't want to play this game anymore. It's not fun. Part of it's probably me growing out of it, but I feel like the experience itself has greatly decreased. Sorry to end on such a bitter note. However, let me know what you think of TF2 in the comments. And hey, say if you want more TF2 content or more content like this, feel free to hit like and subscribe. I'll see what I can do. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!